careless, but wanna wear less with my body completely careless, and the curves that sit right in their place. And I gotta watch sports while I'm wearing short shorts. Hey
girlfriends and homies, we are back with another episode because we killing this shit this year.
Okay.
We on it.
Okay.
We on it, girlfriend. We on it.
Listen, I love it over here.
Listen, for those of you guys that are new here, I am your hood therapist, Remi, and this is your hood therapist, Laquanda. Woo, 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 woo. With that being said, I'm gonna let her go ahead and give her disclaimer because if I start talking too much, I'm gonna forget.
Alright, so listen up, y'all. We are not licensed therapists, psychiatrists, or none of that bullshit. We cannot diagnose you with any motherfucking thing. We are giving you real raw, real uncut, and our personal opinions on how we feel about this topic.
Period.
If you feel as though that you disagree or have a problem with it, or it's personally about you, you are obligated.
That's my favorite part.
To leave a fucking comment.
Period.
Okay? Share with your friend that you want to talk shit about us to, or whoever the fuck else.
Period. That's my favorite
Period.
part. Because
they're fucking
obligated. Like, she said obligated, bitch.
Because they be trying, like, pop this shit below, or you going to hide behind your little page.
Period.
You know, it is what the fuck is.
With that being said, we're talking about respecting your partner's religion. Now, I feel like this is a topic for me because I'm not even going to say always, but it's been a few different situations where I've dated Muslim men. And not being a Muslim woman, sometimes it's hard for you to accept what the fuck be going on. Only because you don't know no better. Only because you don't understand the religion, or you don't understand how or why they do the things that they do, and then in the morning when them songs be playing, like, I don't be knowing.
Girlfriend, that's not nice. It's not songs.
What is it? See, this is me not knowing. This is literally me not knowing, because it's like
songs. It's the calling for prayer. Them are words from, you know, people behind. Them are prophets, words that prophets called on to call on prayer, so that you all know that prayer is coming. Every religion has a calling for prayer.
And this is exactly what I'm saying. Like, so, it's not me trying to be rude. It's just the ignorance of not understanding the religion.
And that's a lot of things with a lot of people. It's just the ignorance of not knowing or not understanding.
Absolutely.
And especially when it becomes to Islam, or I'm going to say Judaism, because it's so much alike that them religions, it's hard for Christians or Catholics to understand, because these, even Christianity, baptism and Catholics is so far-fetched from I feel like the truth of what goes back to, you know, their original roots.
Right. It's just that with the topic, you see how that could have been disrespectful to somebody. You know what I mean? But like, I feel like also from the outside looking in, you have to respect the fact that some people just don't know. Like, I feel like a lot of people get offended by the other party just not knowing. For instance, I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness. Like, my grandmama's a Jehovah's Witness. That's the religion that was around me at the end of the day. Like, so it's so many stereotypes about Jehovah's Witnesses that are not true, but it's like at the same time, I don't take offense to it because that's what I grew up.
That's true, because I just watched this cult episode on Judaism, Jehovah's Witnesses, and it was like, and I'm like, my nana, my grandma, all of them was Jehovah's Witness, and it's like, they was not like that. They grandma, they mama wasn't like that. Like, like, no, what you talking about? Like,
right. So it's like, even with that, you have a lot of people that want their respect for their religion, but they're not willing to give other religions the same respect. Like, it's okay not to know what is going on in another religion. Like, it's okay to be like, okay, I grew up. And a lot of times, let me stop and say, a lot of these religions we grew up in.
Yeah.
Like, so it's not forced on you, but at the same time, that's all you know.
No, so let me ask you this. Do you feel like it's up to you to learn your partner religion so that you can be the most respectful?
I think general, like, I'm realizing that you have to learn your partner, whether that's religion, whether that's like they don't like a certain color, whatever the situation is. But I feel like, especially religion, I think that you should know something about it so you can be respectful about it. Like,
and I feel like that goes into the beyond the amount of love that you have for that person.
Agreed.
Because when you
Agreed.
love a person, you want to be able to respect that person and be able to do the best that you can
Agreed.
do to make sure that they
They're
reach,
comfortable.
and not even that, they reach the most highest level beyond the grave possible. Because in my mind, I feel like beyond the grave is very important. I feel like beyond the grave, there are castles being built for each good deed that we do. I definitely feel like that. That's my personal opinion. That's me, brought up in Islam. You know, I'm not going to make this full statement out right now, what I've been doing, my transformation, everything. But even on this whole transformation, I also feel as though, even with that, I also feel like every good deed and every time that you repent to your Jesus, your Lord, your Savior, whoever that you repent to, I also feel as though that there are your castle being built beyond the grave for every good deed that you do, for every time that you repent, for every prayer that is said, for every... You know,
and I think that, like you kind of said, like that goes for every religion, no matter who you pray to.
Regardless
like,
of what.
It's like I don't know not one religion that don't want you to be a good person in life, like or aim towards you being a good person at the same time.
That part,
but also back to what you said, it definitely depends on the amount of love that you have for certain people, because it makes you, when you love somebody, it makes you want to figure out, all right, well,
everything
what
to
is
make
this?
that person happy.
I just tipped you off because I said not talking about just now on her, but like you realize you ticked somebody off by saying something about their religion, and you be like, wait a minute, all right, now you got to figure out, why does this mean so much to you? What is the purpose of what you're worshiping at this point? Like, that don't mean that I want to transform into whatever you're doing, but the least I can do is respect the thing, or even understand why you feel the way you feel about your God, or who you perceive your God to be at the end of the day.
I remember, right, so we all know I was born, well, I ain't gonna say, yeah, I was born Islamic. I was younger, my grandma used to take me to church, my mom used to take me to magic. We all know that. Go back to our old stories, old episodes. You want to know a lot about my past history. Anyway, long story short, so when I had my son, I was going through a crazy thing. I used to go to church. Pastor Weiler, I forgot the name of the church, whatever. But long story short, he is one of the, he's a bomb pastor. He's an older guy, bomb pastor. And, I was going through it. I was reading going to Islamic classes, but going to church every Sunday. And I just was trying to figure it out, because I know that now I have a baby. And I know Islam, this is what I knew from growing up in my studies. When a man, Islamic, when a boy turns 12, he's a man. So I knew I had to make sure that my son understand his religion, understand that how he's going to die, understand how to pray, understand what to do if his mother called him 3 times out of prayer, understand who his Lord is, understand that it's 3 questions that you are asked in the grave, and that the answers to them. Because I knew this is because we go back, it goes to how I was raised.
Right.
I know.
And I was about to ask that, do you feel like that's just what was instilled in you?
Yes, because instilled in me, it's 3 questions that you ask when you die. Who's your Lord? What's your religion? And who's the prophet?
Okay.
And if I die today or tomorrow, who's my Lord? I'm going to say Allah. Who's my prophet? Muhammad alayhi salam. And what is my religion? Islam.
Okay.
So I had to make sure that my son knew these things growing up. So it was I went through these transactions from when I had him at the age of 16 up until he was 6, 7. Let me get him together. I gotta get him together. I gotta get something together. I gotta get it together. I gotta get it together. I gotta get it together. And it's it took so much. It took a lot.
Right.
And I raised an Islamic son.
Yeah.
And it was a lot. But when I was working at the daycare, right? So I'm working at the daycare, and this lady, she's from one of the Arab countries. She came to America. She became Christian. Boom. Her husband, full Arab. Okay. And she used to, so once I used to have little conversations with her, and she said to me, if you believe in Allah, that's who you believe in. And it's okay. And it's okay. My husband, he doesn't understand why I came over here and I'm the way that I am, because he's an American. He's American Islamic.
Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of that comes from trying to, like, even my brothers, for example, like, mind you, all of us grew up in the same religion, but they will actually research other stuff. They have researched other stuff. They have tried other things. They have, like, I'll get into conversations with my brother, and he'll be telling me about Islam, and he'll be telling me about certain stuff. And mind you, we all grew up as, like, Jehovah's Witnesses. Like, we would, all that was around us. And mind you, my grandma is still a Jehovah's Witness to this day. And all that, I love my grandma because she don't push it on. Like, even when I had my son, it was never like, you wasn't supposed to have a baby out of wedlock and something like that.
And that's so good.
I talk to my grandma about anything in this world, and at the end of the day, she'll have her moments where she'll be like, well, you gotta do this and this, that. She'll have her moments where she talk about Jehovah, but at the same time, when I'm going through something and I need her, she's never pushy with it.
But see, that's so good, girlfriend, because I'm not gonna lie, on my dad's side of the family, they all Jehovah's. All my dad, mom, and all
they
of her
always
sisters
say Jehovah's. Everybody.
I'm sorry.
No, but I'm not offended.
No,
because
but
I know that sometimes I can be offensive.
Yeah,
when it comes to certain religions, and like I said before.
So is that offensive to a lot of people?
I think to the actual Jehovah's Witnesses is offensive.
Okay, so like on my dad's side, they're all Jehovah's Witness. My dad, grandma, all her sisters, all 7 of them, 8 of them. I'm sorry if I don't have the number right. Don't
quote her.
Leave me alone. I don't want to fight you. I don't want no problems. But no, they're all there, and like it's still to this day. I have certain aunts that still, like, it's kind of distance because they nieces and them is not married to the person that they have babies by. And it's not far-fetched for me, but it's just like, auntie, I'm sorry, but you gotta understand that this is the way that the world is now. I cannot just marry this man because he said to me, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I have to get to know him first. I have to live with him for a little bit first. Right. I have to do these certain things first. I have to get to know this man first, auntie. I can't just marry him. We can't just have a courtship. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just
and some people feel like that.
But see,
like, even with that, like, say if you dating, I'm sorry guys, my little bird. If you dating and as a Jehovah's Witness, like, you have to be chaperone when you're outside of this room.
So I didn't have sit-downs. Islamic sit-downs where I went on dates and there was somebody else there. I didn't have that. I didn't have it. Whereas though I was garbed all the way down to the T. God only see my eyes. And we went bowling, had a good time. The other guy was over there on the other side of the bowling alley, drinking his soda, chilling. I didn't experience all of that. And
I never experienced dating in the Jehovah's Witness world.
And it was like, it was cool, but see, it was cool. And we know that from our first episode in 2025 that I okay with polygamy, but my dad was a real raw uncut type of guy, and he let me know certain things, like if you are going to be a co-wife, it's certain things that you have to realize about people. It's certain things that you should see, and there's no reason why. Go to school, do what you gotta do. You want to go to real estate, go to real estate. He's gonna pay for you to get your real estate license, get your real estate license, daughter. But what you're not gonna do is you're not gonna provide for him and his family while you making it and hustling and working and going to school. And
now my question to you is, for somebody that you dated that was outside of the Islamic community, like, how did you feel anything different? Did you feel like... Yes, it's like, so the couple guys, I dated a Rasta, okay? I dated a Rasta, so the Rasta is a whole different type of field. They are so much like Islam is crazy. They get up before the sunrise, right before the sunrise, at the peak of the sunrise, to pray like Islam. They pray, before midday, the highest point of the sunrise, Rastas pray, and then they pray right at the sunset, just like Islam. They only pray 3 times, where Islam is 5 times out the day. And when I tell you, it was so good. It was so good. But what you mean by so good?
He treated me really well.
Okay.
Just like the Islamic guys. Islamic guys treat you really well. All the Islamic guys I can speak for that I dated made sure that I ate well, that my bills was paid, rest in peace, Hulk, like, period.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't really say otherwise.
But he made sure I ate well. He made sure my ear was taken care of well, even though that wasn't his son. Where the disconnect was, he still treated his baby mother as though she was his wife.
Now, was that a part of his religion? Or is that was something he was just...
I think that's part of the just Jamaican and that third country.
Yeah, after you have a baby by them, a lot of times you're taken care of.
Yeah, it's like, and she had a whole man, and it was like he was still taking care, paying her rent, and...
Yeah, now that's a bit much.
It was a whole lot. It was a whole lot. But see, he loved the fact that I covered.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of guys that I dated that wasn't, or I really can't say that I've really been in any real relationships with any non-Islamic men that, like, I couldn't fully cover.
What you mean by fully cover?
Like, put my overgarment on and cover up.
Okay.
Because even like with my husband work, I can cover up.
Okay.
If I choose today or tomorrow and put my overgarment on, I can cover up.
Now, do you feel like you was ever with somebody that never respected your religion?
Yeah.
And is it because of them, or was it because of certain guidelines that you set in the beginning?
I felt like it's just disrespecting who they was. Mm-hmm. Just not no shit niggas. Just not shit ass guys that feel like...
He's out.
No, you good. Leave him down.
She was supposed to leave him there.
We gonna get more.
I think this is against both of us.
We gonna get more out of you.
She gets my nerves when she pop her little ass titties. She look cold. She look cold. Anywho, but yeah, I think for me it's just pretty much sitting on the outside of it and learning how to respect, because it's not like I'm heavy in my religion at all. So I think that it's understanding when somebody is serious about this.
So let me ask you this. Does a person have to be heavy on a religion to be what's the word? Heavy on a religion to be, come on, girlfriend.
I don't know what you asking.
Like, so so do a person have to be heavy on a religion to be respected? Mm-mm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no. Say for instance, you like everybody, Islam, they pray 5 times a day. You get up first thing in the morning, and that's Fajr. Everybody know that.
I do think, though, a lot of times people don't understand how serious you are about your religion when you don't do those things. And it comes a time where, because Ramadan is around the time that y'all get y'all blessings, and y'all gotta abide by, but like y'all abiding by certain
Ramadan rules. Is when Shaitan is locked away. So basically, when Shaitan is locked away, it's basically you're making your own decisions on what you're doing. Basically.
But is it not around the time where y'all feel like y'all have to practice, y'all have to abide by those rules to get your blessings for the year?
To get more.
That's what I mean.
I guess because it's not like if you only pray these days that you got blessings throughout the year.
No. I'm not saying that, but I think that's where y'all prove y'all discipline to y'all God.
Yes, that's because that's his fast. So Islam is only 2 holidays, so you only fast twice out of the year.
Yeah, but
so
y'all stay disciplined so y'all can get more blessings throughout the year.
Yes,
that's better.
Yes,
that's what the fuck I meant.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of times when people only practice around those times, it does not let your partner understand how serious you are about your religion.
Yes, and that goes into covering when you're Muslim, when you're a Judas, when you're a Jehovah's Witness, because if you're a Judas, Judas cover their hair too as well. Judas also, they don't wear their natural hair don't out. So you might see a Judas woman with a wig on. She might wear a wig, but guess what? All her hair is covered. So you might see her with a wig on, but her hair is covered. And it's covered with natural hair, raw organic hair.
Okay, so it doesn't matter what it's covered with.
Yeah, but her hair is covered. I'm not a Judas. I cannot speak for that. This is just bits of research that I done done.
Right.
Okay? Don't listen. Don't get me.
Don't ban us.
Listen. But no, and it's like Islam. I get it, girlfriend, because it's like if you don't cover, you're not Muslim. If you don't post a picture of you praying, you're not praying. And that's so far-fetched beyond the scholars. It's so far-fetched beyond the scope of Islam, beyond the scope of Judaism, because why do I have to pray and show you that I'm on my prayer rug? First of all, in Islam, you should not have no pictures of yourself. Let's talk about it. It should be no images of you. Okay?
And like I said before, like when you're dealing with somebody that's not in your religion, it's about showing. And you ain't gotta prove nothing to me.
You gotta let people know when you're serious about your religion, because like if you're not gonna show that person that you serious, they're not gonna take you serious. Listen, babe, it's Ramadan coming up, it's Hanukkah coming up, Kwanzaa coming up, it's the day you fast coming up. It's I need you to understand. I'm serious right now. I understand that all the rest of the year I was not serious, but right now I am serious, and I need you to help me. I need you to push me through the rest of the year. I'm starting now. I'm starting today. Today is the first day of the fast, and this is the day that I'm starting, and I need you there.
And from the outside looking in, if they love you, they gonna rock for you. At the end of the day, I might not be the same religion as you, but we gonna rock out. I'm gonna make sure you eat. I'm gonna make sure you have everything that you need, so you can be the most strongest for your religion, so that we can win throughout the year.
And I feel like, girlfriend, that I feel like you that.
Thank you.
I do. I feel like that whatever man gets you, and I feel like even if they're not a Jehovah's Witness, and I feel like that you will respect their religion and respect who they are, because you are a understanding person, and you have to be understanding to be able to understand that the way that you were taught, someone else was not taught, and it is,
Agreed. And I feel like the same thing with you. At the end of the day, like lit type of situation. At the end of the day, and I think for me, part of that is just understanding it, and I'll be alright.
Yeah.
And with that being said,
this your head therapist Remi. I'm your head therapist LaQuanda. We signing the fuck out. Make sure that you smash that subscribe button. Your notification.
Wait, Mother's Day. We ain't talking about Mother's Day, bitch.
Okay.
We ain't talking about Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. Go ahead, girlfriend. Early bird tickets is on sale until
March 11th. $85. Room tickets is going up to $125 for admission. We
got all you can eat drinks, all you can eat food, a live omelet station. I don't think a lot of you know what a live omelet station is. That means that you can get whatever you want on your omelet, custom omelet. You want turkey bacon, or do you want a Western omelet? Do you want a vegetable omelet, or do you want just an omelet with 3 different cheeses?
What you
want? Do you want an omelet with mushrooms and ham and
Can I get Hennessy in mine?
Oh, you can't. We talking about religion on this episode.
Every religion drink.
Yeah.
So that don't got nothing to do with nothing.
Okay.
But we love y'all. We out of here.
Make sure y'all hit us up.
We gonna do a shout